Sign guy, my good friend Jack Jameson.
Hello.
Now, Jack, me and you go way back.
I've known you as long as I've been wrestling in Texas.
Yes. My first time seeing you, you were going by another name at Club Fuse.
I've had many gimmicks.
Yes, you have. Chris King.
Chris King was a favorite.
Chris King was a favorite. That's when I first saw you at Club Fuse. And that's when I actually first saw Mama Jameson sitting in my spot where I usually sit.
Mama Jameson.
Yes.
Who we'll get to a little bit later.
So, how did you get involved in wrestling? I know you're not from Texas.
I am from Texas.
Well, you didn't start wrestling
No, I
in
didn't.
Texas.
Wrestling-wise, I'm not from Texas. But
Yes.
Yeah, no, when I was as far back as in the womb, because my mom will tell you a story about how when I was in the womb with her, she was at the sportatorium watching the Von Erichs, and she loved the Von Erichs to death. And you know, when I was born, from that moment, I was exposed to pro wrestling, to the point that my mom would watch it and my dad would watch it, and who wouldn't become a fan then?
Yeah.
And I used to watch Owen Hart. I watched Macho Man. Those were two of my favorites. I mean, eventually, everybody has that dream. Like, you know, I was that kid. Like, literally, if you look on a piece of paper in my childhood yearbooks, it says that Jack Jameson is going to be a professional wrestler. And I went to college because my mom had one rule, which was, if you're going to be in pro wrestling, you have to have a degree to fall back on. So I went to Texas State, and of course, you know, had other career choices. Like, I worked at SeaWorld for a year.
Really?
And a buddy of mine, he's actually a wrestling fan, goes to quite a few shows. His name's Corey. I will give him credit here, because SeaWorld I thought was going to be my job. I thought that was going to be it. Just a huge wrestling mark at SeaWorld. And I would call Corey and check up on him, and he would always be like, you know, you're still going to be a wrestler. I guarantee you're going to be a wrestler. So then I quit that and decided, you know, I'm doing speech and debate in college. I think I'm going to go to grad school and do that. So that's where I ended up in Oklahoma for OU. And I call him up, hey, I'm bored, what's up? He's like, well, that's cool that you're going to get your master's, but you're going to be a wrestler one day. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Well, you know, I graduated from Texas State May 16th and started grad school on June 1st. So like 2 weeks of summer. So of course, within the summer semester, I got burnt out. So here I am in Oklahoma without a lease, or with a lease, but no real motive or anything to do.
Yeah.
Looked online. Yeah, it's that show.
Yeah.
That's awkward. Long story short, was watching wrestling in Oklahoma and decided, why not? I have nothing else to do here. So I met up with Tom Jones, who trained me for a good half a year. And ended up going to a show here in Seguin, ironically enough, here 2 years ago. Met Mr. B, and Mr. B was like, you know, you're from Austin, because at this point I'd already moved back.
Okay.
And was just driving to Oklahoma every weekend.
Really? Okay.
So he was just like, well, why don't you just come here and start wrestling? And here I am. Somehow people like me.
Cool. We didn't start talking till...
We did not start talking until June 1st here at this show.
That's right. Because you thought I was just a regular fan, and I didn't have my Sign Guys Corner stuff going on.
I didn't think you were... Yeah, I did. I was just like, I didn't know you at the time.
Yes. Actually, I think our first time meeting was actually TCW, though, when you were doing another gimmick. You did Prince.
We did meet for Prince Amir. That was a terrible gimmick. It got over.
It got over, and there's a lot of people that still would like you to use it every now and then, because I keep hearing about it, and you probably have too. I know he's dead, and he's no longer going to be in service, but still, it was a good gimmick, and a lot of people say that it was one of your better promos.
Yeah,
Besides this one.
It was probably one of the ones that I had to, you know, I have a beard right now, 3 weeks to grow, and it wasn't fun for me.
Yeah,
and it wasn't me.
And one of the shows, a fan almost came and
a fan did jump in the ring, and
I remember that show because I was there.
And I learned from one of my trainers, Papa Don, that if a man gets in the ring and tries to kill you, you're doing your job. Well, clearly I was doing my job. But I just decided that I wanted to be me. I wanted to be Jack Jameson, and here I am today. I have a new pair of tights, which look like underpants, but we'll fix that. We'll model it.
Yep.
But yeah, this is a one time that I've actually been able to do an interview with Sign Guy where I'm just me.
Yeah, even though the Tech Sub 100 is just a mark, you got your name on the Texas Top 100.
I did. I was completely in shock. Because, you know, you get people like, you know, some of my close friends. You got Bolt Brady up there. Mm-hmm. I'm glad he made it on the list.
Yeah.
You've got the definites that should always be on there, like Jacobs Pliskin, ACH. You got Scott Summers, which in recent days, these are the people, like I told you earlier, like I really looked up to Owen Hart and Macho Man as a kid. But like in current times, these are the people that I'm honestly looking up to.
Yeah.
Is the Jacobs Pliskins, the ACHs, the Scott Summers, the Mike Dells. Like these are people that I just watch and I'm like, I want to be where you're at.
Yeah.
And you know, I got to give shout outs to other people too, like Bolt Brady. Like that man took me under his wing when I first got here.
Yeah.
We've been best friends ever since. But yeah, that is one of the guys that literally watches every one of my matches and vice versa, and has helped me out with my with just my moves and how to perfect them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been good.
So, a lot of people, parents don't push them, but your mom actually pushing you, and she's helping you because you're actually going to go to a school in Canada now, and your mom's all for it.
Yes, I will be leaving the United States in 3 weeks to go to Calgary, Alberta to get trained by Lance Storm. Really big honor. Really big honor. I honestly, it was one of those situations where like I was on the Texas Top 100. People were booking me, but I wasn't happy with where I was at the ring. Like I wanted to be better. Like, you know, yeah, I'm 57, and everybody above me was amazing. But you know, it's like the door. Like, you know, this is the door to get in. I just can't open it, and I'm hoping that through Lance's school that I will be able to find that key and open it.
Now, what's the difference between Lance's school and other schools down here in Texas? I know it's a hard question.
It is. The difference is, again, going back to my childhood, I was a huge Owen Hart fan. And who was obviously trained by Stu Hart. But another person that came out of the dungeon was Lance Storm. And this totally went into weighing factors when I chose where I wanted to, you know, get my finishing school in, which is essentially like a grad school for pro wrestling. And after, you know, a couple of hours of chatting through email, he told me like the difference is, you know, I'm going to get in the ring with you. But it's not just, you know, I'm not going to bash other schools here in Texas and say they don't, because I'm sure they do. I'm not going to bash any schools in Texas. But the difference is, I can honestly say now that a little part of the Heart Dungeon will be instilled in me now.
That's good.
And that is something that I just look forward to. I'm looking forward to it greatly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from you while you're up there, keeping in touch with Moi.
He's my buddy.
Me and you shot several different videos and
We
stuff.
have shot a lot.
Yes.
We have shot probably a good 40 or 50.
And you know, I know my favorite video was the one where y'all actually did the beat down here in Seguin on the ring.
Sorry about that.
Which I enjoyed it.
Sorry. You enjoyed getting beat?
I enjoyed it because I actually did it in front of a live audience. Not in the back room, not in front of everybody, but it was fun.
I was kicking the shit out of you.
It was fun though.
Oh, all right, whatever you're into, big guy. Whatever you're into.
But it was fun though. Nobody else would have said, "Oh, okay." But you actually mentioned, "Hey, why don't we beat the shit out of you in the ring?" And I said, "Oh, yeah." It was good. I enjoyed it.
It was all right. I beat the shit out of you. It was a good time. I got to let go. I mean, I lost that night, so you know, I was pretty pissed off that I didn't have a W that night. So I got to take out some aggression.
That was after the match.
That's what I'm saying. I lost the match, so I got to take out the aggression.
I didn't like that one. I liked the one inside the ring.
Oh!
In front of the fans.
Okay. Well, I forgot to whoop your ass twice that night.
Yes, you did.
Guess you really pissed me off.
But
yeah,
drink your beer.
So you did. Yeah, you know.
See, look, and I'm actually drinking water in this promo.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. Because
You know it's vodka.
I will say, didn't need to know that. I can't stop staring at it. But I will say that there are two things that I promise when I come back from Canada, which is the one thing, which is that you will see a completely new and changed Jack Jameson. In fact, I want nothing more than for this video to be shown when I come back, paired up with my next video when I come back, because this will, in fact, be one of the last matches I have in America till I come back. Working Chewy Martinez, real good guy tonight. Never worked him. Looking forward to it. We'll see how it goes. He's a big, tall Mexican, so hopefully I don't get shanked.
He's been in death matches and stuff too. And
I have not.
He has been. You'll see the scars. He truly is a really good worker. And he's a really, really friendly person outside the ring.
He's a nice guy. Met him. And then the second thing, which is a shout out to Scott Summers, that being that this beard, which has only been 3 weeks of growing, I promised Scott Summers that I would not shave this beard until I came back from Canada and had a lumberjack-worthy beard. So I'm pretty sure if this is 3 weeks and I come back from Canada on March 28th, it's gonna be a sweet-ass beard. Like, really? This beard is, there are gonna be shirts made out of it. Like, I'm toying with coming out to the ring, weighing in an additional 20 pounds of pure beard. Like, I think it'd be sweet.
That'd be funny.
It is. I shampoo and condition this bad boy.
Really?
Like, you see this sweet hair? Yeah, that's totally meshed in with this. Like, tea tree, Paul Mitchell, squirt, squirt, scrub it in. I'm like, oh man, here we go. Oh my God, that's
I
stupendous.
used to wash one out of my beard too.
I'm telling you, it's, we're the beard brethren. I like my beard.
It's nice.
Like, it's a sweet beard. Like, I would be friends with my beard on Facebook. I would follow my beard on Twitter. If I still did MySpace, I'd probably request my friendship with the beard on MySpace. I can't think of any other social networks, but if they had them, I'm sure I would certainly be friends with it on that network, because my beard would be just that well known. It's only 3 weeks old, damn it. It's a prodigy. It's a prodigitical beard. I just made up a word and I'm gonna go with it. Prodigitical. You like it?
Yeah,
it's a sweet beard.
It's gonna be the next word in the dictionary.
Oh my God, yes. Like, yes. Yes. It's a sweet beard.
So, any words to any fans out there who watch my corner who have never seen Jack Jameson ever wrestle, ever?
Well, the Jack Jameson of now you missed out on. But I guarantee you this, when I come back to America, you'll know who I am. You will know exactly who I am. Because when I get back, I'm not stopping until everybody in Texas knows my name. I will not stop until people in Connecticut know my name. Until people in Philadelphia know my name. Until people in Florida know my name. I will not stop until they know me in Tokyo, Japan. I will literally promise, I can't promise this, but I'm going to try my hardest, that I'm going to get my, you know that steakhouse Riviera? The one that all the workers get?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get one of those.
Okay.
Yeah. Totally. Because they look sweet.
Yes.
So I want to get one. But yes, I had to make one promise. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to make 2 promises right now. I'm going to make the first promise that everybody will know who Jack Jameson is. The second is that I will literally have the sweetest beard in all of pro wrestling. Scott Summers, this is a challenge to you in a beard growth. Now you have the advantage because, damn it, I have never seen any sweeter beard. The only other beard I've ever seen as sweet is when Jacobs grew his beard, and damn it, I thought he was going to have the bird in it, like from Family Guy, you know, when Peter had that beard? I was waiting for that. So Jacobs and Scott, I'm coming for y'all in the beard growth competition. And anybody else that wants to step in, bring it. Because this is 3 weeks. I have, like, reiterated that like 15 times in this promo. Hell, watch this video and take a shot at every time I bring out my beard. Like, take a shot of vodka or hell, whiskey. Do it, because damn it, that's the new Jack Jameson drinking game. Is you take a shot every time I talk about my sweet man beard. You see what they play when I speak about my man beard? When my promo starts, it's John Cena, do. But no, when we talk about my beard, we got some Eminem going on in the back.
That's nice.
You know why? Because my beard's straight thuggin'.
Now, is there any other words you'd like to say to anybody else out there, family-wise, friend-wise, or anything, before we sign off and let you get back to your stuff?
I will do a couple shout-outs. You know what? I'm going to give a shout-out to a group of people, like in groups, if that's okay. The first group is Mike Dell, to Scott Summers, to Jacobs Pliskin, to ACH, for people that have just looked at my career and watched me and just given me examples and tips on how I could get better. The next group I'd like to give a shout out to is Bolt Brady, to Mr. B, to hell, to you. Being Bolt, dear God, we have had some times on the road, and I'm definitely going to miss y'all while I'm gone. But just know one thing, that B, I've had more girls than you, and your python has had more victims than any of us. And Bolt, Really sorry that I almost got us arrested the other night. That was pretty epic. Hey, that's Bolt. Come here. This is my goodbye video. Come here.
Goodbye video.
It's my goodbye video. Like, they're getting to know who I am. Let's go over for a minute. No, this is like my...
You're not dying, you're just going on vacation.
No, but what I'm saying
Work
is like,
vacation.
they don't actually know like what got me into the business,
okay.
why I got trained and all that stuff. But I was just mentioning, like I just go, hey Bolt, I'm apologizing for us almost getting arrested. Would you like to tell the story?
I wouldn't have got arrested. You would have been arrested.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry for almost getting arrested.
Oh.
You were the driver.
Yes, I was the driver.
He hasn't heard this story. This will be a first time for him.
So we're getting some gas, and I need my change, which is literally change. It's like 76 cents or something. But I mean, why am I going to give it to somebody else?
He's a black man. He's tight with his money.
Exactly. So Reyes has come to the car, and his pants are falling down, and they're already starting to fall.
Reyes.
So
My name's Jameson.
Jameson. So his pants fall, and he's just coming
It's a
towards
shoot.
the car naked.
Yeah, my pants
Well,
were like, it was
he's got
literally
drawers on.
just all the way down to my toes, and my boxers
So I'm like, go
were
get
out.
the change.
Who cares?
Go get the change. So finally he goes back and gets the change and comes back, gets in the car, he hands me the change, I grab the change and throw it in my little change compartment, and he's like, well, we're getting arrested. And I'm like, yeah, alright. So I'm about to start the car and this cop rushes up, he's like, get out of the car. Apparently he thought he was handing me drugs and that I was about to try and speed off. So we get out and he's like, you wanna tell us why you're walking around with your pants off? So one cop's interrogating him and one cop's interrogating me. So, you know, he's like, do you have any weapons in the car? And I'm like, yes. He gets like all defensive. He's like, what do you have in the car? And I'm like, nunchucks. He's like, why do you have nunchucks? And I'm like, I got them at Asian World.
So simultaneously, the other cop is interrogating me, and he's like, hey, why are you walking around with pants on the ground? And I was like, because it was not only a great song, and I wanted to live it out, but I thought it'd be funny. You know, here's Bolt in the car driving, and I pop him. And lo and behold, the cop didn't find it funny. So the cop looks at me and says, well, do you have any, a wife or kid? And I go, no. And he goes, do you have any cousins? I go, yeah. He goes, how old are they? And I go, I think the youngest one's 21. He goes, well, how would you feel if my pants were on the ground in front of your 21-year-old cousin? I go, sir, I'd give you all the kudos in the world, but I'd judge her tremendously. He looked at me again and goes, what's that? And I go, I'd probably find it hilarious. I have a sick sense of humor. At this point, we just can't contain it anymore, and we start laughing our asses off. I think when the cops finally realized we didn't have any drugs, they let us go.
So they searched your car and everything, bring the
They
drug
didn't
dog
even
out and
search. They just
searched your car.
they looked at my change compartment and saw it was indeed change.
But in closing on this is the Jack Jameson that y'all didn't get to know. But there will definitely be a new and improved Jack Jameson in 2012. So, in closing, Scott Summers, Jacobs Pliskin, I'm going to have a sweeter man beard than y'all. I challenge y'all to a man beard competition. If you don't accept, then I win by proxy, because this beard right now is so freaking sweet. Jacobs Pliskin, Scott Summers, you better accept my beard challenge. Look at this thing!